Jack sits on an old wooden bench at a desolate bus stop late at night. Flickering streetlight above casts eerie shadows on the cracked pavement. Distant sound of rustling leaves and a faint hoot of an owl are the only breaks in the oppressive silence. Jack checks his watch, tapping his foot nervously as he glances down the empty road. A pair of dim headlights pierce through the darkness, accompanied by the low rumble of an approaching engine. The bus screeches to a halt, its brakes hissing unnaturally loud. Jack hesitates as the doors creak open, revealing the driver with an unsettling grin plastered on his pale face. After a moment's pause, Jack climbs aboard, his unease growing as the doors close behind him with a sharp thud. Inside the bus, the atmosphere is heavy. Dim yellow lights flicker overhead, casting long, distorted shadows across the rows of seats. The passengers sit unnaturally still, their eyes vacant and faces pale. Jack clutches his bag tightly as he sits near the middle, feeling the weight of their silent stares despite them never turning to look at him. The bus drives on through the darkness, the road outside barely visible through the foggy windows. Without warning, the bus jerks to a halt. Jack peers out, but the view is obscured by thick, swirling mist. There are no landmarks, no lights, just an endless void beyond the glass. The driver doesn't explain or react, his gaze fixed straight ahead, hands gripping the wheel tightly. As the bus moves again, a faint, disjointed whisper begins to fill the air. Jack looks around, startled. The passengers remain motionless, their lips unmoving, yet the whispers grow louder. Words are indistinct, like fragmented conversations overlapping. Jack's breathing quickens as he grips the edge of his seat, his eyes darting nervously. Through the fogged-up windows, Jack notices a faint blue glow outside. The glow flickers erratically, drawing his attention. As the bus moves, a dark shadow emerges, keeping pace with it. Its form shifts and distorts, occasionally pressing against the glass, leaving smudges that seem to pulse like living veins. Jack recoils, his heart pounding as he whispers, "What is that?" Suddenly, the whispers stop, replaced by an oppressive silence. Jack glances around and notices the passengers are disappearing one by one. Their forms flicker like static before vanishing entirely, leaving their seats empty and covered in dust. Panic sets in as Jack realizes he is now alone, except for the driver. The driver finally turns to face Jack. His grin stretches unnaturally wide, revealing rows of jagged teeth. His pale skin appears almost translucent, with veins visible beneath. Jack stumbles backward, pressing himself against the seat, shouting, "What's happening? Where are the others?" The driver doesn't answer, his hollow laughter filling the air as the lights in the bus flicker wildly. The bus lurches forward into complete darkness. The windows now reflect nothing but Jack's terrified face. A blinding blue light engulfs the interior, its intensity growing as Jack's screams echo. The light swallows him whole, and then silence. The bus drives on, its seats empty, and the lights dim. Outside, the swirling void becomes eerily calm, as if nothing had ever happened. The driver's grin fades, replaced by a vacant stare as he continues his journey. In the rear of the bus, a new presence emerges, a shadowy figure with glowing red eyes. It sits motionless, its gaze fixed forward, radiating a quiet menace. The faint sound of whispers begins to creep back into the scene. The bus reappears on the same dark road. The surroundings look familiar, as if time has reset. A new passenger, a young woman with headphones, waits at the bus stop, unaware of the horrors to come. The bus halts with a screech, the doors creak open, and the cycle begins again. Like and subscribe to the channel to receive all that is new.